Hey, this is Sky. Welcome to my YouTube channel. It's bright and early, daily discipline, mind, body, and soul. This is how we get through Thursday. Anybody out there want coaching or mentoring, go to my website. It's skyazrael.com. Just got done with a healthy breakfast, had 45 grams of protein, nice Greek yogurt, 0 sugar, had some honeydew melon, a little bit sweet. I don't really have a big sweet tooth. Honeydew melon is super sweet. I ate as much as I could stand until I was just overwhelmed by the sweetness. I'm a salt guy. I don't know why. Maybe I'm part horse. I could have a salt lick in the house and be perfectly happy. Some of you people are sugar people. Maybe there's just 2 types of people, salt people and sugar people. I'm going to hit the gym, push day. I'm going to do chest, triceps, shoulders. I hope you guys are staying up on your workouts. I kind of get this spider sense that only a couple of you are. A lot of you people are fronting. You're not doing it. You better start doing it. I work out, obviously, for physical fitness, but at this point, it almost feels like I do it more for my mental fitness. If I miss a couple days of working out, I start to go nuts, literally. Like, I need it. I don't know how some of you people can just not work out. You don't exercise. Oh, you must be so crazy. Because I need this shit, man. If I don't exercise, I go crazy. If I were to just skip a week of exercise and come and make a video, you guys would be like, whoa, what the fuck happened to Sky? I'd be a different dude. I have to do this shit. I don't know how you guys skip out on it so much. Let's just philosophize a little bit. Let's talk about our biggest fears. Now, I don't need a list of your biggest fears below. Don't send me a paragraph telling me what you're afraid of. I don't really care, man. But it's something that you could be aware of and think about and be crystal clear on. Write it down, because this is work to do to strengthen those areas. If your car has got an area that's broken, or your house or something, you take care of that. Most people do. Well, treat yourself with that same respect. And when you have a weak area, think about ways that you can strengthen it so you don't break in that spot. So that's not what destroys you. Sometimes people develop these biggest fears. Oh, it's my biggest fear. And then it chases them for their entire life. Because it's the one thing that they definitely don't want to happen. Can't have that happen. If that happens, I'm super fucked. And then they have this fear, this worry. They can ruin the moment of now by being so afraid of losing it. You're with this woman that you should be happy to be with, but you're so afraid of losing her that it ruins the date night. It could be like this with your money, all kinds of areas. I was watching a documentary about the Salton Sea, and that's a particularly depressing ecological disaster out in Southern California, far south, like below San Diego. What is it? It's not Palm Beach, that's Florida. Palm Springs. I always get those two confused. Sonny Bono from Sonny and Cher, wasn't he the mayor of Palm Springs? But anyways, the Salton Sea is like this big sea of runoff water, contaminated runoff water from farmlands that exists out in the middle of the desert. It does have fish in it, but the fish usually die. It's really salty, nasty water that's, you don't want to swim in it or anything. No one does. Many years ago, decades ago, it was actually a resort area, and then the whole thing just went to shit. For decades now, the state of California has failed to figure out how to clean it up or what to do with it. But I was watching a documentary about it, and in that area, right at the Salton Sea, they have many little towns, and these towns are so strange. Bombay Beach is one of them, and of course then they have Slab City, and they have Nyland, and these little bullshit ass just wasteland towns. They're like barely anything there. It's like post-apocalyptic, but people live there. And then they have a real shanty town. It's called Slab City. And it's right on the edge of the Salton Sea, on one of the runoff streams that goes into the Salton Sea, right on the edge of a military base, in the worst possible desert area. It's just horrible, miserable. We're talking 130 degrees in the summertime. It's probably 125 degrees right now in Slab City, out in that area, Salton Sea area. And Slab City is a shanty town. Now, they call it a squatters camp, but squatters camp is white people speak for shantytown, because white people don't want to admit that they live in a third world shantytown, so they say, oh, it's a squatters camp, it's an artist community. This is how they always change the language, make themselves feel better. You live in a shantytown. We have them here in America, shantytowns, and Slab City's a real one. And about 4,000 people live there during the winter, because that's the time when the weather is tolerable. And I was watching some drone footage of this shantytown that exists in Southern California. And I was thinking about the future. And could that be the future of our country? Sometimes it feels like it. And then it sparked a fear, which I was interested in. When a fear comes up, I'm like, oh, what's that? An area for me to strengthen. So I didn't suppress it. I let it happen. I let it do its thing. I let that fear go so I can see it real well and identify what it is. And this fear came up of losing everything and having to go live in some place like Slab City. And it turns out that's a big fear of mine still, is to go homeless. And I thought I had conquered that fear. I've been homeless. I survived it. I pulled myself out of it. It's hard to do. Oh, that's hard to do. I don't suggest you try. You won't be able to do it. Most people can't. I'm not a superhero. I just got lucky, I guess. I don't know. But I did it. I scratched and clawed. Pulled myself up by my own bootstraps, as they say. You can try that. That's really hard to do. Go put some boots on and lay on the ground and grab the little strap, those little strap things on the boot, and see if you can actually pull yourself up with those. I don't know where the saying came from. Such a hard thing to do, but I did it. American dream. Went from homeless to now I got a house with a pool. And that's legit, right? Good for me. But I do fear going back. I don't want to go back. I don't want to be homeless again. Sure, I could do it, but I don't want to do it. So apparently that's still a pretty big fear. When I was watching the footage of this Slab City shantytown and thinking about what it would be like to live there, and would it ever happen to me where I would have to go and move to a squatter's camp. They have a big one here in Central Florida that's hundreds and hundreds of acres. It's like a whole city. Squatter camp. Lawless. But I realized I have survival issues, because you got to unpeel that onion. So it's interesting sometimes to me when I think about how humans have really struggled, really strived forward towards this utopia of technology. What's our goal with all this? To make life easier, obviously. Why do we have cars and bridges and all this crap? To make life better and easier and more pleasurable. And as we've done that, we've turned ourselves soft. I started to wonder, did I turn myself soft? I went and bought a house with a pool. It's my dream. Get off the fucking streets, and I turned myself into a big pussy. I don't know. Maybe I just need to go camping for a weekend. Maybe that's where you'll find me this weekend, is out in the woods of Ocala, in the swampland with the skunk apes. Oh, you don't know about the skunk ape? I'm going to have to talk to you guys about the skunk ape in another video. Thanks for watching.